Hey there, Danielle Matthews here. I'm coming to you live from Florida. It is Monday, which means it's book club day, and we are in the midst of reading Wisdom Untethered. This is a book by Michael Singer. I absolutely love Mickey's work. If you're ever in Florida, Temple of the Universe is not far from where I live, nearish Gainesville, and he's always giving lectures and talking there. But his books really capture the essence of the wisdom he's gathered through his life, and it's something that I think is a very unique book because it's written in question-answer format. So the questions, whether this is your first time like stumbling across the book club, it doesn't even matter because the questions each and every time are profound. They're like questions that, at least for me, when I read them, I think, I've never quite known how to word that question, but that's exactly what I wonder. And he's really talking about the wisdom of how to live a life that is one where you are free, internally free, no matter what is going on in the external world. And this chapter, we're starting chapter 7 today, and this chapter is about resistance and acceptance. And I have to say, this was one of the first spiritual teachings that I ever came across. And if you get this one, you can honestly spend a lifetime trying to master this one, but if you get this one, it opens up so much for you. All right, so he always shares a little bit at the start of every chapter to kind of help you see what this is going to be about. So listen, see if you want to stay tuned, and catch the questions. So he says, life is going to do what life is going to do, right? I don't know if you've noticed yet, but life keeps happening. Despite what we think should happen, could happen, ought to happen, might happen, it's just going to go. He says, it will bring pleasure and it will bring pain. It will bring joy and it will bring loss. It will bring comfort and it will bring discomfort. You don't get to decide what shows up at your doorstep, but you do get to decide whether you're open or closed inside, right? It's raining outside or it's sunny outside. You can choose to be open to the weather or upset about the weather. The weather's there. It's like butting your head up against reality. Like, it's happening no matter how you feel about it internally. And this is the kind of essence of what we're getting at. He says, it's what tightens your body, shuts your heart. Resistance, is what closes you. It's what tightens the body, shuts the heart, clouds your mind. Acceptance, on the other hand, and there's a wonderful saying, what you resist will persist. What you resist will persist. Acceptance, on the other hand, is not passivity. It's the deepest strength you can live from. It means relaxing into the reality of the moment as it is, not because you like it, but because fighting with it only makes it worse. It's not like, oh, I love the rain and I'm so glad it's raining. It's like, okay, if I fight with the fact that it's raining, I'm making the whole situation worse because I can't actually change it. I'm just getting stressed out inside. It's like you can resist and suffer, or you can accept and then act without the resistance internally. He says in this chapter, we'll explore your questions about how to stop pushing against life and to start letting it pass through you so you can walk through both the beautiful and the difficult with a heart that remains free. This is about teaching you how to be free no matter what's happening in life, how to have an open heart no matter what is transpiring. It is difficult to do, but once you figure out how to do it, it changes everything, absolutely everything. Oh, hang on, I think somebody's here at the house. Oh, it's just UPS. There we go. I think RCA got dropped off. Okay, so the first question. How can I not feel resistance during tragic events? So one of the hardest things with the teaching about this, like, what am I just supposed to accept the worst things that happen in life and just be okay with, like, war or death or my health, going? Like, how am I actually supposed to be okay with tragic things? Watching a mass shooting, right? Like, how do I be okay? How do I accept those things? And here's what he has to say about it. Because, I think it's the number one thing. People are like, wait a second, you can't accept some things. They're immoral. They're not okay. So let's see what he has to say. When you are faced with a tragic event, the first thing you must understand is that resistance will only make it worse. Use something small to understand the principle, right? It's raining outside. You don't want it to be raining. Maybe you're having a wedding or something outside that day. Resisting the fact that it's raining is only going to make you feel worse, only going to deplete your life force, your energy, your emotions, your stress. It is not going to stop the rain. So he's saying, notice first that if you resist the tragic event, you're only going to make it worse. If you fight against reality, if you resist what's happening, all you're doing is adding unnecessary suffering on top of an already difficult situation. Hey, Tina, good to see you. Yeah, guys, let me know when you get here. And if you're catching the replay, let me know that you're on the replay. Okay. Hey, Charlotte. Good to see you. If you accept what's unfolding, not out of weakness, but out of a deep understanding that this is the nature of life. Acceptance is, I would say, the strongest thing. And people say, no, it's weak. I need to push back. I need to resist this. No, being able to accept and see, wow, okay, this is what's here now. And I have enough internal emotional control to not get triggered by, upset by, stressed by what's happening. That is real strength. That's true strength. That's inner strength. Okay, it's inner leadership, really. He says, you will find you can move through even the hardest experiences with grace. You are here to grow, and every experience, no matter how painful it is part of that growth. If you think about the things in your life that have been the most difficult, they've also probably refined you in a way that is inconceivable. Like, you wouldn't be the person you are had it not been for those difficulties, had it not been for the challenging childhood, had it not been through the loss of your health, had it not been through the loss of a relationship, any of those things. Hey, Pooja, good to see you. So it's those things that we go through that refine us and make us stronger. And that's why we are here, right? People that just have an easy life, they're pretty shallow people. Like, there's not a lot of depth to them because they haven't had to meet themselves any deeper. They haven't had to pull something deeper out of themselves, you know? He says, the truth is, you don't know how you'll handle extreme situations until you are in them. But don't doubt that you are capable. You are not the body, and you are not the mind's reaction to what is happening. You are the one who is aware of all of it. If you are able to get yourself to the point that you realize, look, this is like, I'm the one watching the movie, right? All of these tragedies and things are happening in the movie, but when you're watching a movie, you realize I'm okay, right? I know that this is just a drama playing out. If you are able to access that witnessing presence that is here before, during, and after every event, that was here before you were born and will be here after you die, you will realize that this is just the play of this life, right? This particular journey. Nice. Rosani said, I figured it out. This time is better for me, but I'm also happy to listen to the recording. Nice. It's different when it's live, though. I agree. And I'm very happy that you're here. It's good to see you. We're live every Monday at noon Eastern time, guys. Okay, so he says, just like a light shining on an object doesn't break when the object breaks, your consciousness remains untouched by the events happening around you. I think that's such a beautiful analogy. A light that is shining, say, on my water bottle. Okay, let's say my water bottle, whatever, somehow disintegrates. It's gone. The light is still shining. Does it make sense? So you're in a relationship and you're really upset. Maybe you're talking about having to separate or get a divorce or something like this. That's like the water bottle. You're going to be there and be okay and still be shining despite whatever happens with this relationship. Your true essence is still there and will still be intact and will still be fine. It's just going to learn from the craziness of that relationship dissolving or not. He says, the more you meditate and work on letting go, the more you will come to know this directly, not as a belief, but as a reality you have lived. And this is what's so beautiful about having something like this. Isn't just like, it's not so esoteric, it's not just like intellectual. There are kinesthetic experiences. There's things you can do so you can access that light of awareness that you are, right? That's where meditation takes you. This is the power of meditation. Yes, it calms the nervous system. Yes, it has all these physiological benefits. But what it's truly doing, it's truly a spiritual practice. It's truly teaching you, you are not your thoughts. You are the thing beyond the body. You are the thing that is there despite whatever is going on, in life. He says, look at the great beings who have walked this earth, people like Gandhi. He was shot while giving a peaceful speech, and as he fell to the ground, he bowed in forgiveness. Imagine, right? He understood it to that depth. That consciousness was able to bow in forgiveness to what was happening to the physical body. He says, it is possible to be so free inside that even in the most extreme moments, there is peace. That's not just an idea. It's a state of being that a human being can reach. Will you reach that state? That's the question. Are you ready to? Do you want to? Is it a path that you want to go on? All right? Who knows? But don't assume you can't. The depth of who you are is beyond anything the mind can comprehend. It's like, why not try? I don't know about you, but I would prefer to live a life where I'm peaceful no matter what. No matter what's going on, I have this peace inside of me that I can access. And when you see people that have access to that, like Mickey, he's done it. When you're around him, you feel it. My teacher, Amrit Desai, Kamini Desai, they've accessed it. It's amazing to allow yourself to be around that type of energy and that type of inner mastery. Because you see, wow, there's what potential, that we have. He says, when life when life challenges you, meet it with openness. If it is time to act with clarity. If there's nothing you can do, then surrender fully, knowing that your growth is happening in real time. You will find that even in the most difficult moments, there is a space inside of you that remains untouched. That space is where true peace lies. And sometimes you have to realize, I'm just not okay, and I'm having a hard time being okay with this. And that's okay. That's what you surrender to. I can't change it. I can't do anything, right? We say resist and suffer, or accept and act. Well, sometimes when you accept, you realize I actually can't do anything to change this. Maybe you have a chronic disease diagnosis, right? And you've tried a litany of things out there and it's not changing. So what is left to do? To accept that this is the reality that's here and realize you're meant to learn from it in some way. And through accepting it, you're growing, right? That's what it's about. So any questions? That's a major one that he starts with, tragic events, learning how to navigate them. Any questions with this? It's beautiful. Resistance and acceptance is measure that against moment by moment in your life. I challenge you to do that this week. Moment by moment. See, am I resisting what's here? Am I accepting what's here? And notice what that's doing for you. Okay? He says, why do we store bad experiences? This is the next question in the book. Why do we store bad experiences and how can we let them go? Okay? When an experience happens, it should naturally move through you and get stored in your long-term memory, just like a computer saves data. But sometimes you don't store it cleanly. Instead, you resist the experience or you cling to it, and that resistance or attachment keeps it from passing all the way through. Does that ring true to anybody? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand what he's saying there, because that's huge. Just like the analogy of the tube I was talking about. Stuff is flowing, and sometimes something flows in, and we go, oh, I don't want to feel that. That's too much. No, thank you. Or we get attached to how something was, a person, a thing, an experience, and now it hasn't continued to flow into long-term memory, right? It's stuck now in the system. And he says, yeah, okay, you guys are getting it. You're like, yes, been there. Okay, Rosanna and Tina. He says, instead, you resist the experience or you cling to it, and that resistance or attachment is what keeps it from passing through. So now, instead of it just being a memory, it becomes something more. It carries an emotional weight, and it stays active inside of you. That is what a samskara is. This is terminology from yogic philosophy. He says it's an impression that didn't get stored properly because you either didn't like the experience or liked it too much and didn't want to lose it, right? You get attached to it. This samskara is in there. The body does indeed keep the score, Pooja. Yeah, it stays in the body. He says this is why certain experiences seem to keep coming back up on their own. You don't try to remember every random moment of your life, but the ones you resisted, the ones that weren't stored cleanly, those are the ones that keep resurfacing. And guys, they're resurfacing because they're wanting to move through, right? We're so ignorant of this that we think, oh, this stuff keeps resurfacing because something out there made me not okay in here. And really it's just life is happening. It's hitting up against this old experience that you had. And because you never processed it, you're continuing in real time to act like this, you're needing to be vigilant, or you're afraid you're going to be abandoned, or you feel not worthy, or whatever. So in real time, this thing is getting triggered when really, life is just happening. It's not for you or against you. Life is just happening. You're making it personal because it's hitting up against this stored stuff. Does that make sense? And it's resurfacing also, because it wants to move. So if you look at life and you look for the moments where you get triggered, or the situations or the people or the circumstances that are causing the turmoil, that you can use to transmute it to your growth and go, wow, this isn't serving me anymore. Oh, I am worthy. Oh, I'm not going to be abandoned. Oh, I am okay. And you can see it for what it is and detach from it so that perhaps it can finally complete its way through. It can move through. Okay? He says it's like it's sitting right there in front of you, ready to jump back into your awareness at any moment. You could be walking down a street that has nothing to do with a past event, and then suddenly, there it is again. That's because you stored it with disturbance instead of neutrality. This is what happens, why we get triggered. How do you let it go? It's the best question. What do I do? How do I stop? I was just having this conversation yesterday with somebody. They're like, okay, I see what you're saying, but like my reactions come so fast. They're out of my mouth before I even know. Like, how do I stop that? And I said, it's not through willpower. It's through resolving the thing that's there. Mickey says it's through neutralizing as it arises. When one of these experiences resurfaces, don't resist it. Don't push it away. Don't judge it. This is key. Don't judge yourself. I should know better. I should be doing this better. I thought that I had mastered this. None of that. That's just causing more disturbance. Just relax while you let it come up, right? It's here. It's raging its head, and you relax behind it. You be the light that's shining on the water bottle, right? You be the thing that's seeing the reaction. You don't be the reaction. Are you with me? All right. He says, let the experience come and go without grabbing onto it. The same way you'd let a passing breeze move through an open window. Over time, you just keep relaxing and not fueling the past impression with more resistance. It will lose its charge. It has to, right? It only actually has the power that you give it. If you stop giving it power, it stops having power over you. Does that make sense? Yes, Lou says some people write it on paper and burn it. Yes, but I would say this is how you emotionally, moment by moment, get rid of it, right? It's how you moment by moment get rid of it. It will simply become a clean memory, like everything else you've experienced, but don't obsess over. Your past doesn't have to control you. What happened, happened. Period, full stop. What happened, happened. Whatever you're bringing into the now, you're choosing to bring into the now, and I would reevaluate, right? He says, life includes all kinds of experiences. Some are pleasant and some are painful. You don't have to let them run your life. Just because it happened and it was painful doesn't mean you need to bring that pain into every moment of every aspect of your life. You don't have to. That's an internal choice you're actually making, and probably it's causing you to suffer. And you have the choice to let it go. Just because someone wronged you, right, you're continuing to make it a problem in your own being by being angry and upset about it, right? The wronging is already done. I mean, how many people are still upset about stuff that's happened from people that have passed away from this planet, right? Parents who are no longer on this planet, people are still carrying and upset with. It's crazy what we do because we didn't know better, right? There's no judgment. It's just like we didn't know better. So what do? We let it go, okay? He says, if you stop resisting, you stop holding on to them, they will pass through you and you will be free. My friends, that is what it's about. Right? Finding that inner freedom. It's an internal choice to let go of these things or to continue to hold on to them. And my question is always, well, what's more stilling? Is it more stilling for me to hold on to all this gripe and stuff from my past? Or is it more stilling for me to just go, well, I learned from those things. They were what they were. I did my best at the moment. And now I'm here and now. And I'd rather be still now. I'd rather have peace now. So I'm going to let those things go. I'm no lesser of a person. In fact, I think I am more of a person because I've allowed myself to move through and grow from these things. Any questions or comments with that guy? We all have this stuff, right? And you're going to see, now that you have an awareness of this concept, you're going to see it more and more and more and more. And you're going to see it in other people. And then you're going to start to see it in yourself. It's way easier. You probably can point it out in other people, especially loved ones. You can see these triggers, these experiences that they're clinging to that's causing them to cloud the current vision, right? Well, you acted like this way when we were teenagers. Okay, well, now we're in our 30s. Like maybe let it go, right? People have evolved. So it's like, when can we release those things? It's an internal choice to do it. It's like, is it serving now? No. All right. Let's do one more for today. He says, can avoiding difficult situations, this is the question, can avoiding difficult situations instead of having to resist them be helpful for your spiritual growth? So the question is, if I know a situation is challenging, a work dynamic, a relationship, a family member, right? Insert whatever thing is challenging to you in your life. What difficult situation is currently unfolding? Is it in a personal life? Is it in your work life? Is it in family life? Like, where is it unfolding? Because everybody has them. They're all there. Okay. The question is, Should I just avoid the situation rather than resisting it, right? Is that going to be helpful? Because when I'm in it, I'm resisting it. So would it be better if I just avoid it? This is the question. Make sense? So he says, when you remove yourself from the noise and complexity of the world, there will be fewer things triggering your inner disturbances. Don't mistake that for spiritual growth. You have to understand, peace is not the absence of disturbing situations. It's the ability to remain undisturbed regardless of the situation. So just because you remove yourself, right, you're actually, like the way I look at it is, you have these seeds inside of you, okay? You have these samskaras, and when the external environment creates the right weather pattern, what happens when the right weather happens? Well, seeds grow, they sprout. So those seeds are in you. And when you're in the family dynamic, you're in the work dynamic, you're in the situation that we were just talking about, whatever you're having trouble with right now, the difficult situation, that situation is causing the seed inside of you to sprout and to grow. And it feels very uncomfortable. And it feels like the situation is causing it. But what you need to see is that the situation is just revealing it. It's revealing something that was in you. And guess what? If you go retreat from that and you go live as a hermit, or you go avoid the family, or you go not to work, or whatever, right? That seed in you is still there. It doesn't go away. It's just not being triggered. Our biggest teachers are the people that create the weather patterns so that our seeds get kicked up, so that we can see what's in us. Otherwise, we have no idea what's living in us, dormant. And guess what? Those seeds have a frequency, and they will draw in things. And there's going to be ways that will continue to reveal itself. You can't just avoid. Okay? He said you have to understand that peace is not the absence of disturbing situations. Peace is not, let me control the weather so my seed doesn't get sprouted. All right? It's the ability to remain undisturbed regardless of the situation. It's the ability for the seed to sprout and for you to go, oh, look at that. Look at that thing that was in me. Fascinating. I'm glad it just got revealed. I should probably deal with that. That's true peace. That's true inner mastery. It's not the avoidance of, it's the let's go there. Let's see what's there, right? If you run away from the world thinking that isolation will free you, you'll find the mind still will find things to resist. You'll hear a dog barking in the quiet woods, and suddenly that's the problem. If you are still reacting, then you haven't solved anything. You've just changed the scenery, right? That's it. This is huge. It's so funny because it drives me nuts. The popular stuff out there. Set boundaries. Do this. Do that. Don't go to the family gathering. Protect your mental space. And I'm like, BS. It's a temporary solution, and it's not going to do anything. The permanent solution is to realize what's actually happening, to be grateful for the people that are triggering it, and to learn how to resolve the thing inside of you. All right? This is what the deal is. He says the real work is not about avoiding difficult situations. It's about letting go of what triggers you inside of you. The thing that gets triggered inside of you, letting go of that. That's the key. You can't grow spiritually by running from what challenges you. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to grow. Period, full stop. He says you grow by using every situation, whether it's the chaos of a busy city or the solitude of the forest, as an opportunity to let go of the personal mind's reactions. When something disturbs you, that's life showing you exactly where your work is. I'm going to read that again. When something disturbs you, that is life showing you exactly where your work is. Life, the weather pattern, has disturbed the seed inside of you, and that is showing you where your work is. Okay? When something disturbs you, that's life showing you exactly where to look. If you remove yourself from people because they trigger you, then all you've done is delay the inevitable. You didn't actually fix it. Like I said, temporary solution to an ongoing problem. Eventually, something else will take their place. The only way to truly free yourself is to stop running and to start releasing. Start to look inward. It's so much easier to blame other people and to manipulate the external. but it's going to get you nowhere. That's a path to nowhere. I can tell you because I've walked it. The path to real change, real inner peace, real freedom is the internal path of going, why am I getting triggered? Why am I getting upset? What is this really about? Because it's not about them. That's the truth. And that takes a level of maturity and responsibility and ownership and puts it all right here. He says, retreating can be helpful, but it's not the whole answer. If you take a break to center yourself, to quiet down, and to gain clarity, that's fine. But don't think that quieting the external world is the same as quieting the inner one. It is not. Just because you've calmed all the weather down doesn't mean the internal world is calm. Make sense? Right? People go on vacation to relax and whatever, and they come right back with all their stuff. Or even on vacation, all their stuff's with them. It's like crazy making. He says at some point, you will have to return and face life. The real test is whether you can stand in the middle of New York City, surrounded by noise and chaos, and still feel completely at peace. Not because the world changed, but because you did. You were at peace amidst whatever chaos was going on in the midst of the city. He said, instead of hiding from the things that stir you up, welcome them. When life triggers something inside you, say thank you. Thank you for showing me something I need to let go of. That's the key. You say thank you. You express gratitude. You don't have to externally say it. You can say it from your heart. You can look at the situations and go, wow, thank you. Like, you've revealed this to me. Like, I've learned so much from you. You know, it can be an internal conversation you have, or you can say it to the person. If you're in a relationship, I would try to see if your partner is open to understanding this so that you can help work this out together, where you can see, oh, this is a moment where I got triggered. You can say, I'm getting really triggered by you in the moment. I know it's not about you, but I'm pissed, so I'm going to walk away, right? I'm going to walk away. And I'll resolve whatever this is, and then we'll talk, right? Because I'm reacting, and I know it's not you, but right now I just want to peg it at you. Like, it seems like it's you, but I know it's not you, it's me. All right, that's key. In a good, healthy relationship, you'll be able to have these dynamics. He says, if your goal is to rise beyond the mind's limitations, you don't want to avoid your stuff. You want to be free of it. Don't avoid it. You need to learn to be free of it. Freedom only comes when you are no longer controlled by what disturbs you. That is true freedom. Whatever the weather is, you are not disturbed. That's the key. Let go, surrender, and watch as your consciousness naturally rises. The peace you seek is already inside of you. It's just buried beneath all the things that you refuse to release. You got that? It's you holding on to all these things. Why do you hold on to it? Because that's what your ego, your mind thinks is you, right? And it's like, well, if I let go of that, then I've let go of this like persona and person that I am. It's so false. So false. So I love this book. I think we could read it for life. Mickey, it's like his life's work and knowledge in here. So I think those 3 questions are enough for one day, enough for you to chew on, enough for you to apply, and just see what gets triggered this week, what you can just accept, what you can release. It'll be great. So feel free, guys, to share this with somebody. It is really beneficial teaching. It's everything. And if you can get this, like I said, it's a life's work to get this moment by moment, day by day. But you're on the right track if you're here and you're listening, and I wish you the best. And I will see you guys next week. We will finish up this chapter. Bye, guys.